Colleagues, we have done all that, and now it's time for us to do language. This is language, colleagues. Do not be confused. This is language. The whole, all of this is language until here. So still we do have follow the same concept. We still have whole group activity. The whole class is participating on this one, small group activity, and a small group is participating on this one. Meaning these are the groups in the classroom, the workstations, or you call them the corners, or you call them areas. That's what they call them. So apparently this is how this thing works. The whole group, the children are still together when they do this, right? Meaning every time when we start activities, the children start together, and then after starting together, and then everyone can go to their own space. Everyone can go to their own space and choose whatever they want to do, whether they go to fantasy, whether they go to creative, whether they go to language. It doesn't matter what you do. You let them do whatever activity that they want to do. You let them go to whatever area or workstation they want to, but you are preparing your place whereby you're going to do a teacher guided. Okay, above this lines, it is teacher guided, meaning you're going to call them one by one, depending, or two by two, for them to do that activity that you want them to do. I'm sorry. Okay, colleagues. So right now, for the whole activity, it says more sequence pictures. Do you see that type of toys that you find that it is cats, and then it is cats, and there's a mother who's washing, and the next cat, there's a washing line. She's busy putting clothes on the washing line, and then from then she's ironing, stuff like that. There are such toys. So find such and then help them learn sequencing, even by telling them about the daily routine is sequencing, even asking them about what they did on weekends, and let them tell their story, the things that they did. That is sequencing. It is helping them. Remember, colleagues, I don't want you to be confused until here. Sequencing, okay? Even them telling you, okay, before we came to school, have those times whereby you talk. Don't search for personal things. We are about teaching children. That's what we are about. So don't search for personal things. We just want to teach the kids language, okay? um just tell me in sequence the things that you did until you got here. Okay, the kids won't know what to do at first, won't know what to say at first, but you can assist the kid. Okay, this is what I did. Let me make an example with me. This is what I did. I woke up, I bathed, or I woke up, I brushed my teeth, and then I bathed, and then from then I prepared myself, and then I was eating, and when I was eating I was watching TV, and then from then after eating I made sure that I came to work. And then what did you do? And then the kid will try to imitate you, but they will remember what they did, and then they'll tell you in sequence. You see, such things are important. They teach them language, they teach them mathematics at the same time. Okay, and then here they say introducing new sound from the story, because this week doesn't have a storybook. Remember the storybook from the department, the ones that I gave you, the red ones? I'm sure they are red or green. So now that this one doesn't have a storybook, you can choose to read one storybook uh, two times. I mean 2 weeks. You can choose to do that, or you can just choose a story randomly. Okay. And then just choose a letter sound that you're going to use. Let's say for that week we choose letter R, for example. Okay, we are introducing it to the kids, show it to the kids, and then have papers, and whereby you are showing anything that starts with that letter. Maybe there will be apple, ambulance. Oh, I'm sorry, ambulance is letter U. I'm sorry about that. Everything that starts with letter R. Okay, colleagues, you do understand, don't you? Yeah, just to reinforce that. And we have a small group activity. What are we doing in a small group activity? This one is teacher. I'm sorry about that. This one is teacher guided. Because our theme is school, now they are going to draw school. Do not force them to draw school, school, school. You just give them the jumbo crayon and let them draw their own thing. That is art. Don't even draw for them. Don't even we don't even let them copy. Okay, That's what they say. We shouldn't let them copy things. Okay, just let them do whatever art they think is perfect. Okay, so don't forget, down here they will be doing whatever they want to do. Fantasy, doing their fantasy things there. Finding motto, find motto, meaning each and every activity that will help them at the end to know how to write. So that activity, what type of activities that? Puzzles, just puzzles and games. Okay, yeah. So we have language, pre-reading practice. You can just give them, find a book that is hard, that has a few words for them to read. Okay, I do have material for children to read. Remind me, colleagues, remind me, please remind me, because I'm not sending it now, but before midnight I should have sent it, because there's a lot of things that I need to do. Okay, but just remind me about uh material to teach kids how to read, materials to teach kids how to read. And then I'm going to show you. You'll see them, they're very simple. Within a month a kid knows how to read. Okay, so yeah, pre-reading practice, and then puzzles and blocks, puzzles and games. I'm sorry about that. And we use the same system even this side, colleagues. The children start off together. Learners listen to a story. The children start off together. From then they run off to every corner that they want. They will go to math, go to fantasy, go to creative arts, go to language. It doesn't matter, but you are going to call them one by one for them to do a teacher guided activity. Now a teacher guided activity here is a fitting a puzzle. Do you see? Using the same concept. So the kids start together, they do things together. Learners listen carefully and follow instructions. What activities that you can do for them to listen and follow instructions? Any single thing. There's a game whereby you can just blindfold one child and then tell them, move left, put a ball there, put a toy there. They have to get it. Move left, move right, second step, 2 steps, stuff like that, until they get that. It helps them with listening skills. It helps them to follow instructions, or just give them three. They call them 3 steps instruction. Okay, 3 step instruction. Okay, every kid is sitting down watching this one kid, whereby you tell her, you count three instructions. You can say, take that tissue, 1, put it there, 2, and make sure that you take it again and put it somewhere else. Or take that tissue, put it down, and take that chair, move it there, and then close the door. Those are 3 things. And observe the child when they do that. They can do it the whole class if you don't have a large group. Okay, after doing that whole group activity, they go around and then they choose where they want to play, and then you use the same system as well. You still gonna call them one by one to do a teacher guided activity. Now is a pre-reading practice. Okay, the teacher going to learn how to read. You start them with 3-lettered words. Like I said, I have a package for that, especially for you. Please remind me. And then you started to show them. They start by segmenting. They start by segmenting k, a, t, ket, r, a, t, ret, stuff like that. So it's very easy. You'll see it, colleagues. You don't have to fret. You don't have to fear. So now we have outdoor activities. Philly box. I'll show you the picture of a Philly box. Make patterns on sand. Play. See, you can choose, or they can do all of this one when they're outside. Sport and games. Find your way over, under, and through. Okay, they can do all of, every time when they get outside, they can do something pathic. They can do something on the sand. They can do something with water. They can play sport and games, play on swings, do whatever, if you have prepared for them the things outside. Now we have a story. Okay, meaning a story is included there. A story is included. The green dress, you just find a story that says a green dress, or read your own. Sorry. All right. So there's a green dress. Before you read a story to the children, read it to them. Read it first alone, so that you can prepare some things like puppets, some things like props, some things like vocabulary list. every word in the story that you think is a new word. It can be a new word to a child. Put it there, put it in their own languages, and put it in English as well, so that they can learn both language. And then you can introduce the characters, talk about the names of the characters in the book. That is before the story. And then during the story, change voices to suit different characters, and often ask kids what they think will happen. Okay, so when you're busy reading the story, you can change, you can do faces, you can have actions, and let the kids observe you. It even helps them with their concentration when they see you doing something that it is captivating them, something that they like. And then from then you ask them, what do you think is going to happen if she goes outside? What do you think? Stuff like that. When you're busy reading, make sure it is fun. And then from then, after the story, ask learners what they like about the story. What do you like about the story? What did you like about the story? Okay, what did you think about this and that? Someone can mang mang le mang mang, that one and that one. Can you please dramatize it? Do exactly what they were doing. It's very nice for the kids. Okay, colleagues, this one is done. Don't forget to remind me about the resources to teach a child how to read. Now we are done with language.